Hello, and welcome back. My name is Z-Man in Speed. No, my name is Z-Man in Space, but I'm back here with another race car. This time it's built by me, for me, potentially. I built a car for the next season of the SBRL. Now, I know we showed you the car that we drove last season, the inline 3 Le Mans prototype car that was, despite being 3-cylinder, way too powerful for anything that I was ready for. So, this season, they said, we're doing production cars. We are going to have it be way slower than last season. And they also reduced the restrictions this time around quite substantially to make it a little bit easier for someone like me who's not very good at building cars to build a car. So you can see I've got the large Heron Invisia number 11 car here. And this season, it's all about production cars. Now, they had some restrictions. You had to have a maximum of a 2.8 meter wheelbase. If you were front-wheel drive, your maximum horsepower could be 200. If you're rear-wheel drive, like myself, the maximum horsepower was only 180. Minimum weight, if you were front-wheel drive, was 1,020 kilograms. Rear-wheel drive, because it had lower horsepower limits, could be a little bit lighter at 980 kilograms. You could use a coupe, a sedan, a hatchback. It just had to have 2 seats, use 100 RON fuel unleaded. You had to have a catalytic converter, dual clutch, no active aero or suspension, highest safety available, only 1 rear wing and diffuser, no other aero parts, 225 max tire width, radial semi-slick tires, hydraulic rack and pinion steering, and then traction control and ABS only. Now, that was a mouthful, but I figured I'd show off the car, and then we'll take it around the track in BeamNG in just a little bit. So I guess the first thing to look at is the engine. I ended up going with approximately a 3-liter engine that gets just 180 horsepower. I barely got there, but I did get there. And a maximum of about 280 newton meters at about 2,500 RPM. Is that good? I don't know. The car drives, it goes forward, it doesn't fall apart as soon as you hit the gas, so that's already a win for me. But let me know if those are good numbers. If you think you can do better, absolutely let me know. And I'd love to take a look at what you can come up with. So I'll just go through these settings a little bit, and you can take a look at what I have here. Now, it's naturally aspirated, no turbocharger. I couldn't get the turbocharger to work very well. But here's the exhaust settings. I do have the catalytic converter there. Didn't do anything with the engine aesthetics, unfortunately. But it is an inline 4 this time around. But this is the type of car you'd expect an inline 3 or 4 in, not the cars that we raced last time. And there's some more stats. You can see all of these advanced stats that automation gives you. Again, I don't play this game enough to know exactly what I'm doing, but the car drives. I think it looks all right. It's got an interior, it's got an exterior, and we'll just go through some of these settings as well. Have a look at the drivetrain. It's a 5-speed, nothing too crazy. Like I said earlier, rear-wheel drive. You know, I didn't go too crazy with the brakes or anything because this is supposed to be a production car. I tried to make it be able to stop. I don't know how realistic any of these things are. Again, I'm no genius when it comes to cars. But if we just kind of tick around here, there's all the suspension information. A lot of this stuff I hit do it for me where automation would let me. And it did it for me, and I was happy enough with that. And I guess here I can send it around the automation test track. We'll go at 5x speed and just see how she does. Now, this will be much faster than I would be able to take it around this track. I think I've proven that in my mock-up of my own in real-life car, where I sent it around the test track, got a certain time, and then took it around myself and failed miserably coming up on that same time. But as we come around the last couple of corners here, we get about 2 minutes, 12 seconds, which I don't think is half bad. Again, nothing to compare it to. I'm just going to pat myself on the back every opportunity I get. But we can go back to the summary here. You can see the 994 kilograms, which is 14 kilograms over the weight minimum, which is good. The horsepower is right at that maximum. I think the maximum wheelbase was something around 2.8 meters, and we're at 2.23. Does that help us? I don't know. But let's head over to BeamNG. I have a new mod that I found just today called the Panorama Ranch by Track Broseph, trying to emulate like a 50s, 60s, 70s era track. It's a road course. It's got some sweeping turns, some sharper turns, and we'll just see how this car handles. Not going to take it too seriously. There's no time trial. We're just doing it for fun. But I'll see you there. All right, and here we are in BeamNG. We've got the large Heron Invisia number 11 car out here. And like I said, this is for the SBRL. I've talked about them in a previous video. This is my third season racing in that league. Tons of fun. So, as I alluded to, these are, production cars, things that are more likely to be found out on the street. So a lot less powerful than those prototype cars. Even though ours only had an i3 last season, still a little too powerful for me. So I didn't really try to base this off of any car in particular. I just tried to get something that looked halfway decent. And put some sponsors on it. We've escalated a little bit from the previous rounds. Some people are picking us up. It's great. Not really. I wish. Please sponsor us. But yeah, Butch and I both made cars, and the way the league works is there's a set of house cars, and each team has a car. So whichever car we don't end up choosing, anyone else in the league is free to choose if they didn't want to build their own car. And like I said earlier, I'm here on the Panorama Ranch map by Track Broseph. And I was going to go around the full circuit at first, but I did realize there's an oval, so I figure we'll take a couple laps around the oval, and then we'll follow up with a preview of the full course. It's a little bit less of an oval and a little more egg-shaped, where it's narrower by quite a bit on one side than it is on the other side. Oh, and there's also no banking over here compared to the other side, so that's kind of fun. Nice little short track, nothing too special, nothing too crazy. But yeah, we'll finish this lap out, and then I'll see you guys for a tour of this full circuit, because I figured new car, new map, why not? This car deserved a little bit better than the stupid Monaco treatment. So, let's see how she does. Alright, we're here. Time to do a lap of the full circuit. And we'll see whether or not we choose my car or Butch's car for the full season of racing we have ahead. And let us know, do you want to see our attempts at time trials throughout the week? Do you want to see a focus on the multiplayer races we have every couple weeks? Do you not want to see any of it? Do you want to see us race the two cars we made to see whose comes out on top? Let us know down in the comments. And we'll take a look at whatever you guys want to see, we can try to make happen. Now these are much easier to handle, like I was saying, than the previous season's cars. Those ones as, you know, fun as it is to watch those races, in reality, we're a bit miserable to drive, way too powerful for someone like me. Give me something slower, something a little bit easier to tame, and I'm still not going to be great at it, but maybe there's a chance that I'm a bit more competitive this year. I can learn better racing lines, I can try to become just a better overall racer rather than, you know, non-competitive. I think I came in 4th place in the last season of racing, and Butch and I got 2nd place as a team. Granted, we were very, very far from the top, but it was about consistency, which allowed us both to do so well. That was a big sweeping corner, kind of reminds me of like a Talladega or something. Just a big corner you can take pretty fast. These ones, sweeping but no banking, so you can't do them quite as fast. Let's see, I'm enjoying this map. It's a nice little map. It's only got the one track. I don't know if this guy has any other maps, or if this is his first attempt at one, but either way, I think it's really well done. And there's like a shorter junior circuit and a much longer full circuit that I'm doing here, and I can show you once I finish up my lap here. Ooh, almost lost it. Still losing it. Still losing it, and I got it. We're under control. No, we're not. We're under control. Final couple of corners here. Oh, I thought that was the final couple of corners. I was mistaken. I've only taken one or two laps here. Oh, here we go. Is this the end? Yes, this is the end, because here's the pit road. So we'll pull into a pit box here. Going a little bit too fast, but, you know, we'll just say that this one's our pits. So, very big circuit here. Here's the oval we started on. Here's a little place where you can kind of cut in and do, like I said, that junior circuit that cuts off this big sweeping turn, the crossover, and it just adds the little chicane type corner with the hairpin there. But yeah, let's take one last look at the car. Again, nothing too crazy. Tried to keep it realistic looking, tried to keep it looking like something I'd like to drive. On the interior, again, nothing insane. Pretty basic interior. It does have the moving steering wheel, the dashboard that moves, and I think my favorite piece is something that I added thanks to Butch13 Gaming's tutorial. The parking brake actually moves, which is pretty cool if I do say so myself. But yeah, if there's anything you'd like to see this car do, any races, any tracks, anything really, let me know. If you want to see Butch and I race our 2 cars that we built under these same restrictions for this season, let us know. If there's anything at all you want to see, let us know. Give the video a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you feel like it. And I'll catch you next time.